EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Called a no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. At the 36-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Irvin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Mayfield on play action. This is caught by Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Kancey.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To the air, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good. Falcons first down. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Mayfield looks to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go play action. Mayfield. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second down and 4. Mayfield. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Penix. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Penix working out of the gun here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side. There's London. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Penix. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw, Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down the left sideline.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a give, Irving running right.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you...
Oh, and Nelson's faced opening. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe sticking with the ground game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Michael Penix with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Hand off now to Robinson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down here and get you little people.
Good run there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 31-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely one factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's Mayfield. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and forever. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Robinson. And he will lose
lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the give, here's Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll throw with Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.